Hello friends, Namaskar. Myself Parma Chetan, and today I am going to discuss about cursors with example. In cursor last video we discussed a theoretical portion about the cursor, types of cursor, then attributes of the cursor, and about how to create explicitly cursor and steps of the explicitly cursor. So in this video is totally based on the practical basis. So now let's see and let's start. Okay. First, again I'm repeating the syntax of explicitly cursor which already discussed in a last video. Here, when you want to create explicitly cursor, the cursor will be declared in a declaration section. Then cursor name is select statement, which select query you want to file. Cursor variable name, begin section, opening the cursor with cursor name, fetching the records from the cursor name into your cursor variable, and close the cursor, and in termination the PLSQL block. Okay, now we move ahead and we discuss the first example. So here the definition is that is a create an explicitly cursor which fetching the records from the table, and the table information is you can see here. Select star from account table is available, which contain two fields, number and amount. Three number 1, 2, 3. Amount is 600, 600 and 800. And based on this table information, through explicitly cursor, you can displaying these whole records the same as select star from account table information. Okay, but this will be done by explicitly cursor. So now let's see how it's happened. So first, declaration section. So just declaring the variable. Here I am creating a cursor. So cursor is a keyword. Then cursor is a keyword. This is a my cursor. My cursor is the name of my cursor. So cursor name is again keyword. Select number comma amount from account. This is account is a table name, and is two number and amount is the field name. Okay, so cursor name is select field name from table name. That's it. Okay, this is just a declaration of cursor. Now next is the variable. We are fetching here two value, number and amount. So we have to declare two variable here. So first is a variable no, variable for number is a, again here I am creating a percentage type variable. So I am not aware any confusion about that which type of variable and what is the size of this variable, because it will be automatically fetching from account table and is based on this field name. Okay, then the next variable is for amount also, and then begin section our start. So just the cursor declaration and two variable declaration, these two variable and cursor declaration. Now in begin section, the first step is open cursor. So you can see here, this open and your cursor name, it's a my cursor. This is the same name is which you are created. So my cursor. Then I here the first attributes I am checking if my cursor is a cursor name, percentage is open. That means it is perfectly opened. Then what you have to do? You can be fetch the records using loop. So loop and then fetch what you want to fetch the record. So here cursor name into your variable name, these two variable name you can see here, these two variable name you are mentioning. So through cursor, the first row, first column is v number and second column in v amount. This value will be stored one by one. Then when this cursor will be closed, so for that I am just putting the condition, this is exit when my cursor percentage not found. This is again attributes. Then if my cursor percentage found, then what you have to do, you have to just print. So dbms underscore output dot put underscore line, and just printing the value of these two variable. So v number and v amount, whatever value it will be getting, that value will be printed here. Okay, then and if is the condition is overs and loop is overs, and else portion, if his cursor is not opening very well, then I'm just printing the message unable to open cursor. You can see here, this is the else is if is over here, and this is the else portion of this else. So percentage is open is a false, then message dbms underscore output dot put underscore blind equal to unable to open cursor, and it will be print and if. Okay, and last step is the close the cursor. So close and cursor name and terminate. Okay, and execution. Clear? This is the simple way you have to create explicitly cursor. Whenever I'm executing this, it will be give the message PLSQL procedure successfully completed. And if it is successfully completed, so it will display whole table information like this. Okay, you can see here. Here the first statement is writing here is a set server output on. Is if this set server value is off, then means you nothing is display on the screen. So you have to set first is on, by default it's off. So whenever you are starting your SQL block programming, you just have it in this way. Okay, you have to first line you have to type set server output on. So ultimately dbms underscore output dot put underscore line method is always giving the display something information on the screen, and that's why we are getting this information about table information which is already exist in account table. Okay, clear? I hope you understand this simple example how this value will be done, and how this program is work. Okay, so now we move ahead. Cursor for loop, this is the, again one of the most uh, say what can I say, important portion of this cursor. You see that in the last example we have to give more code when you want to fetch the records from table, but if you use this cursor for loop, then through little bit coding you can fetching the whole table informations in a 2 3 statements. So see how it will work. Again it's our declaration section. Cursor declaration, cursor name is select statement, begin section, and here you see that here no open statement, no closing statement, because this cursor for loop is automatically opening the cursor and closing the cursor based on the conditions and based on your requirement. Here the for is a keyword, I is a variable name, in is again keyword, and your cursor name. So one by one value cursor it will be picked up by for is I variable, and through this I variable you can well display here information inside this loop and end loop, and at last you can end this cursor. Okay, so now see with example how it's work. Here the definition is the display table data using cursor for loop. So first declaration section, here is we are displaying the same table information. Here cursor, so cursor, your cursor name is a my cursor, is select number comma amount from account table, and then begin section, and directly now your cursor, you not worry about the opening cursor and closing cursor. So for this is your variable name, is a cursor variable my where in my cursor, this is the cursor name, and loop, and this is a printing statement, and this variable dot fill name, table fill name, you remember that thing. This is the variable name, this variable, and no is this fill name, this fill name. So dot fill name, and same way your variable name and dot amount. So this way you can fetching the data one by one using this for loop, then termination the end loop, and execution D and PLSQL block, and whenever it will be executed, so it will be display the table informations in the proper way. Okay, so this is the simple way when for displaying any records of from the table by using the cursor for loop. Okay. Okay, now if you have any doubts in this example, in example 1 and example 2, please mention this comment about in comment box if you have any doubts or any query. Okay, now we move ahead to this is the now third example. This is the little bit with conditions example. It's a display all records from the account table who belongs to city which is given by user. This is my conditions. So ultimately I am firing what? This is my table information. Select from table name. um, just okay. Select star from account. Now I am changing a number, amount and city. This is my additional field. 1, 2, 3 value and city name is Bharuch, Ankleshwar and Bharuch. So Bharuch city have 2 records and Ankleshwar city have 1 records. So whenever user enter any city, so based on that city value you have to display record. For example, if I want to fetch the records of Ankleshwar city record, so what is my query? Select star from account where city equal to Ankleshwar. This is my query, and this whenever I am filing this query it will be calling the implicitly cursor, but this query output I want with explicitly cursor. Okay, so now see how it's happened. So first you have to declare the cursor. So I'm just cursor mentioning the cursor name. Here I am passing parameters. So ultimately sometime it is also known as a parameterized cursor because it takes parameter. Okay, and what is parameter? Is a city name, string city, and its type is a varchar type. Now is select your first field name NO, second field name amount, and third is a city from account table where city is a field name equal to whatever city your variable getting that value here it will be set. Okay, so uh, this value yes, variable value is fetched here and it will be compared with this city field name of this table. Okay, right. Now so here are the three fields, so three variable we have to declare. First variable number for number, second for amount, and third for city. Okay, and three variable using this percentage type. Now third variable I am declaring here sct, search city, whatever city user can input this value. So sct and its type of varchar and size of 50. Okay, now begin section, and in this begin section I am providing first statement sct colon equal to ampersand sct. You note that ampersand sign is used for taking input from user. That's why I'm using ampersand sign. So whenever I'm executing this program it will be waiting for user input about a city. So ampersand city, then opening this cursor. So open cursor name, now this time with parameter. So whatever value user input it, this value will be passed as a parameter to this cursor. Okay, so this parameter is ultimately passed to this cursor strct, and based on this strct this select query will be fired. Okay, now continue it. If now checking if cursor is open or not. So if this cursor is opened, if it is open, then loop and fetching these records. So fetch your cursor name and into your variable name, then exit condition when cursor is percentage not found. If percentage found, then we just print the value of these three variable. That's why we are using these v number, v amount and vct, variable for city, variable for amount and variable for number. And conditions termination and loop termination else portion and printing unable to open cursor if something is happen. So it will be not opening the cursors in certain conditions, so it will be just display unable to open cursors conditions and termination these conditions, and last is the closing the cursor. So just close this cursor. Okay, and and so program termination is over. Now I am firing this with execution, and so it is the first time it will be asking for value. So another value for SCT, because we are taking input from user. Let's say I'm providing a city name is Ankleshwar, my city. So Ankleshwar name, so it will be display this value informations is a ID number is a 2, 600 is the amount, and city is Ankleshwar, because one city name is Ankleshwar city is one record is exist, and that record it will be display here. Okay, suppose if I am again executing this same program and here I am passing a Bharuch, so it will be displayed two seat record, because Bharuch city is belonging to two employee. Get it? Okay, so guys and friends, thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any doubts or any comment regarding these cursors example, we are today discuss about three examples: simple cursor, for cursor for loop, and with parameterized cursor. So if you have any doubts, any query, so you can mention your doubts query in this comment box. I definitely give these answers. How whatever your doubt that you have, I cleared your doubt. Okay, so like this video, you can also subscribe my channel and also press this bell icon. So whenever I'm uploading a new video, you got the notifications about that. You can also subscribe my channels and share this video with your friends and colleagues. So once again, thank you so much and have a good day.